Hey, crafters, crocheters, knitters, yarn enthusiasts. Today is a Tuesday in October. Can't be specific with the dates anymore because I plan on filming these videos in advance and I don't know when they'll go live on YouTube. My name is Jenny. Welcome back to Granny Square Peg, where I am going through my yarn stash. I'm trying to get all my hooks together because I leave my hooks with my projects. And I'm trying to get all my blankets together. I have a pile of blankets that I've made over the last 7 years that I've done nothing with since like 2015. So I'm trying to clean out my crochet clutter, and it is clutter because I actually own way too much stuff. So today's video is another random yarn bin, and it's from my stash that was in my mom's house. I had boxed everything up in January 2019, and I had put all of my yarn and projects and stuff, all of my crochet stuff, in boxes, bins, and bags, and I put some of it in my own shed, put some of it over at my mom's house to store it, and I didn't touch it for a year. And then when I did decide to touch it, I damaged my rotator cuff and I couldn't crochet for a year. So my stuff has been sitting around for a while, and this is me going through it. So going through the yarn bins is it's twofold. It's a good thing because now I can take a look at my stuff and say, okay, well, I really like this, but I'm not so sure I like this. So I want to keep this, but I'm going to let this go. And by letting it go, I am either donating it, selling it, or trashing it. If it's older yarn that's like from the 80s that was passed down or bought used or given to me that it's just too old to do anything with, I am throwing it away. And that's okay. It's okay to throw things away. I know, I should just shut up and get into the yarn, right? Here's the thing. I've got so many bins. I've got like 30 bins full of yarn. At last count, it was somewhere around 30. And then with the various boxes and bags thrown in, it's a lot of stuff. And I'm drowning in it. And I need to do something about it. And doing these videos once a week, it's not going fast enough for me. So I'm going to start doing them every day. It's just I won't upload them every day because it'll be too much for the YouTube algorithm to keep up with, okay? It likes consistency. It doesn't like randomness. Alright, so this bin is all baby stuff. I'm going to turn the camera, okay, so you can see. And I have a feeling I'm keeping everything in this bin. Because while I am getting rid of a lot of my yarn stash, baby yarn still makes me extremely happy. So it's all on my dining room table because you can see we've been playing board games the last couple days. So lots of number 3 lightweight yarn. A couple number 2s in here. There might be number 4 medium worsted weight in there. Let's see if... There we go. Is that straight? Okay, we'll start with just the neutrals that are in front of me. Always with the white, okay? Lion Brand, Bernat. Okay. Lion Brand yarn. This is called Baby Soft. And it's just plain old white. There's a label. Baby Soft. From Lion Brand. It is, wow. I bought it at Joann's. It's normally $6.49 and I paid $4.86 for it. So it is 60% acrylic and 40% nylon. And it's a nice number 3 lightweight yarn, light medium. And I have 2 balls of it. Okay, but I have a feeling I have more. Baby yarn is my biggest weakness when I'm out at the craft stores. Baby yarn. So I have a feeling I have more. And that's part of the thing is, like, my yarn, when I did box it up, I didn't have any organization to it. So while there's some Lion Brand Baby Soft here, I probably have more in another bin somewhere else. So there we go. Alright. Throw that back in the bin. And then I've got 2 balls of Bernat Softee Baby. That's in white. And this one is 100% acrylic. There's the white. And Bernat Softee Baby. It's got a little bit more shine than the Baby Soft from Lion Brand does. It's got a little bit of a satiny look to it. Okay, actually a lot of this is Bernat Softee Baby. I have 2 skeins of, they call it flannel, but it is a heather gray. See? Now I bought the heather gray to go along with this color. It is Princess Pebbles. So I have 2 Princess Pebbles from Bernat Softee Baby, right? And then with the gray, because there's gray in here, there's pinkish red, light pink, white, and gray. I thought they might go well together. But, in case I changed my mind, I also bought soft red. So yeah, there's a blanket sitting right there, right? Okay. So let's keep going with the Bernat Softee Baby. Okay, let's do this one here. I laid everything out on the table so it was easier for me to reach it. Okay, Bernat Softee Baby, that is called Blue Flannel. Oh, I love, 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 love this color. And I love it so much that I bought 4 balls of it. Okay, see that? And my post-it says I bought it at Walmart in October of 2015. So it's been 7 years now. And I paid $3.97 a piece. It's not cheap, because the price of yarn is now even more than that. So this is also Bernat Softee Baby, right? But this is older, manufacture date wise. I don't even know if they put the manufacturing dates on the labels anymore. 31129 143226. Like normally it would have a date stamp on there to let you know when it was made. Yeah, I don't see that anymore. So this is called Baby Denim Marls. M-A-R-L-S. And marl means, like, if there's 3 plies of yarn or thread to create the yarn fiber, or if there's 4 ply, what they do is 2 of them will be white and 1 of them will be blue, and they twist them together, and that's called marl. It gives it a marl look. But this one, because that, I spent $2 on it at the thrift store years and years and years ago. It's a pretty color, and I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. I don't know if they still make it. Should look into that, huh? But I love the baby yarn. So, there's 1 random ball of blue, 4 blue flannels, and so still Bernat Softee Baby, okay? These are, this ball is 4.25 ounces, 120 grams, right? 310 yards or 283 meters, 100% acrylic, a number 3 light weight, okay? This color is called Baby Spring, and I wanted to show you, when they talk about dye lots, dye lot means when it's being manufactured that all this yarn came from the same type of dye, the same concentration of dye, so it will be consistently the same color from this ball to this ball because they were made at the same time, right? Whereas this ball was made at a different time, so the colors are a bit darker. And the way it's wound, do you see the difference? how this looks like it's got long color stripes and this one's got short color stripes. And the color here is a little brighter than the color here, okay? That's the difference with the dye lots, okay? Now, I bought all of these 3 colors at Michael's, the craft store. And this one have the same stamp on there. It says 1404 188 692. So they were made at the same time, okay? But this one, 1305 841 495, made on a different day, different week, different month. That's why they're a little bit different. So when you do buy yarn like this, okay, and you want it all to match, like if I put these in a blanket, you would see that this would be completely different than these two, with the way the color lands and how bright the color is and how pale these are. So you have to be careful. Do I have a plan for this? Yeah, I always have a plan for baby yarn. Yeah, I always have a plan for baby yarn. I can't help myself with these pastel colors. I can't help myself with baby yarn. It's beautiful. So I'm not getting rid of anything in this bin. It's the one bin where I'm keeping maybe everything. I don't know. I always. Anyway, so again at my thrift store, I found something called Lion Brand Baby Soft, but you can tell by its label how old it is, right? Baby Soft. And there's a $2 price tag sticker on there. Its color is called Baby Green. And it's the one where they put a metallic thread through there to make it shiny and sparkly. Okay. Which means it is mostly acrylic with some rayon and nylon. 62% acrylic, 11% rayon, and 27% nylon. Yep, so I don't know what I'm doing with this. This I might let go of because this, you know, it's very iconic from the 80s. I remember when my grandma used to make stuff with baby yarn. She always did it with yarn that had the metallic thread through it. It's not my favorite to work with. I think I bought it just because it reminded me of my grandma, but I might let it go. This is not my favorite to work with, so maybe I'm not keeping everything in this bin. Yeah, alright. Oh, another thrift store find. It's called Red Heart Baby TLC. Spent $2 on that. I bought this for the color. I love a good shade of peach and orange, and that's what this has got. It's got peach and pinks, 2 shades of pink and that shade of peachy orange in there, and I love it. It's called Strawberry Orange. I have no idea when it was manufactured. Let's see. It is a number 3 lightweight. And I love it. I'm going to hit the internet and see if I can find more of this so I can make a blanket out of it. But if not, I'll probably do something like my patchwork squares. So I'll make little 3-inch squares out of it and mix it with other colors and make a blanket out of it. I love that one. Alright, and then I've got 2 balls of Patons Beehive Baby Sport. That's Patons. This stuff, while it is 100% acrylic, it is so soft and squishy. And I love how pastel this pink is. It's called Precious Pink. Right? So Patons Beehive Baby Sport. So it says it's a number 3 lightweight, but I don't know, it's kind of on the thin side. It almost might pass for a number 2 with its yarn weight. So Precious Pink and Vintage Lace, which is a creamy white. And you'll see this ball is squishy because there's, I made some sample squares out of this because I was trying it out to see if it would work for something that I had an idea for. So eventually I'll come across the hook that I used and the sample squares that I made. They're probably in another bin somewhere. But, I mean, if you want to make a baby hat, a baby sweater, a baby blanket, you know, this stuff is super soft and it is beautiful. But for 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, it's kind of pricey because when I bought it, I paid $5.49 for it. And I paid full price. I didn't have any coupons that day, and I can't imagine what it goes for today. So, super pretty, and I love this. Nice and soft. Alright, some random stuff that's in this bin. This is not baby yarn. It's one of the few things that is not. You know, Michael's, the craft store, has their own brand of yarn called Loops and Threads. Impeccable. So this is Loops and Threads Impeccable Glitter. So again, it's yarn with a metallic thread through it to give it a glitter look. And the metallic thread is it's a rainbow color. It is pretty. I bought it because it's pretty. I was thinking I was probably going to make a scarf or a sweater with it. Not that I make sweaters, but I thought it would make a really nice sweater. So I bought it. And it's been sitting around for years without anything happening to it. So I might let this one go. Because I have 2 balls of the black. What do they call it? Called it Mirror. It's a weird name for a color. So, 2 balls of the black with glitter. And 1 ball of white with the glitter. Okay? So the white's a little bit more subtle, but it does have a rainbow effect to it. Okay? Called Loops and Threads Impeccable Glitter. I think I might let these go. Since I had no plan for them originally, I'll let them go. And then also at the same time at Michael's, I bought Loops and Threads Payette, and I don't even know what they mean by that. It's only 1.75 ounces or 50 grams. And it is a number 2, so it's fine. Purple shimmer. 84% acrylic, 12% polyester, and 4% other fiber. Because look at that, it's black, right? And it's got purple glitter thread through it, but it also has little sequences. You know, when you put sequins on a dress, it's got sequins on there. Now that was totally an impulse buy. And I bought 2 of them. Well, what am I going to do with them? Not enough to make a blanket, and I'm a blanket maker. I do make hats occasionally because I made myself a hat and a scarf, but I'll probably let those go to somebody who knows what they're doing with this stuff, right? Yeah, I'm gonna let those go. Alright, this is from, well, let's do this one. AC Moore is a craft store that shut down in 2020, and AC Moore's been around for as long as I can remember. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they shut down. I don't know if it was just time for them to, or business wasn't doing so well in 2020. But they had started their own store brand called Stitch Studio by Nicole. This is called Storybook Fanfare, and its color is Candy Crumple Pink. It says it's a number 3 light, but it actually feels more like a number 4 medium. So that's its color. It's pink and white stripes. And it's pretty. I absolutely adore it. And it's got that satiny sheen to it, like Karen Simply Soft. And I bought 5 of them. And I have a post-it there. It says October 2015. And they were running a sale, so I didn't get them. I got them all half price. I got them at $2 a piece. So I got 5. Because all 5 of these are from the same manufacture date, the same dye lot. Or else I would have bought more, but the dye lots were different in the store. So there's 5 of them. And I think I can probably get a small size baby blanket out of this. Yeah, I was just double checking those dye lots. Yeah. Yeah, so I was smart enough for once to buy 5 of the same dye lot. But I love the feel of this. I love how squishy it is and how soft and satiny it feels. And even looking at it, I mean, pink is such a happy color. And instead of being a bright white, it is a soft, creamy white mixed with the pink. I love that. And here, I'll show you the label. Stitch Studio by Nicole. Storybook Fanfare. Candy Crumple Pink. So they don't make this anymore because AC Moore closed down. They shut their doors. They're out of business. But I might be able to hit the internet and find more, but I don't need more. I'm going to work with what I have and be done with it, right? And I love this. Oh, it's pretty. Okay, my next batch of yarn is from Herrschner's. And you know Herrschner's is a .com because it used to be a mail-in catalog way, way, way back in the day. They actually still send catalogs out in the mail, and I get them. And they still have an insert in the middle that if you wanted to fill out with your item numbers and mail it in for an order, you can actually still do that. Had no idea. So, Herrschner's has its own brand of yarn, its own store brand. It's called Herrschner's yarn. This is what they called sport weight. And for them, it is a number 3. Light, but I'm feeling this. This actually is closer to a 4 than it is a 3. But that's okay. Herrschner's sport weight yarn. It's 100% acrylic. I've got 4 balls of black. Like, why do I have 4 balls of black? Well, I had planned on putting them together with fuchsia pink, lime green, this lavender purple, which is actually too light. I wanted a darker purple, and this teal. And I thought I could mix them all together and make a blanket. Probably for one of the kids when they were younger. Right? Does that make sense? Those colors look good together, except for that purple needs to be darker. So, yeah. So, 4 balls of the black. Which, do I still want to make something like that? My kids are teenagers now, so I have nobody to make blankets for anymore because everybody in my house has blankets. So, so the sport weight, when I bought it in fuchsia pink, they were running a sale for $1.49 for that. And then the lavender purple, okay, teal, do they call this teal? No, they don't call it teal, but it is a teal color. They call it peacock. They didn't have a green that I liked, so I had to buy their Herrschner's Kids Brights in lime. So it actually has a little bit of a different texture than this. This stuff is kind of fuzzy with a little bit of a halo going on, and this stuff is not. So it's a little different. I might let these go. Because I have to let some things go. I can't keep all of it. That's the whole point of all this. I have to keep what makes me absolutely happy, that I know that I will work with, and get rid of the stuff that's in doubt. I have to, for my own peace of mind, and for the peace of mind of my house, and for my mental health. It's too much. I'll turn you guys around when I'm done. I'll show you. I still have piles and piles and piles of yarn to go through. I'm not even close to being done yet. So I hope you guys aren't getting bored of my videos yet, because it's actually helping me to keep me on track of cleaning all this out. So this is still Herrschner's, and it's called Whisper Soft. I don't know if they still make Whisper Soft, but this isn't all I have. This is a variegated color called Multi-Pink. Well, that was creative. But I have a whole bunch of their solid colors, which is in a completely different bin. So I have 2 of these, and since I like making patchwork squares out of variegated yarn, this will be moved to my cabinet where I'm putting all of my variegated yarn so I can make more patchwork squares blankets, okay? Yeah. One more thing from Herrschner's. I bought a Silly Monkey Blanket Buddy. Crochet the blanket, crochet the monkey head, the arms, the legs, stitch it all together, and you got yourself a monkey and a blanket. I think it's absolutely adorable. Do I have the patience to make the monkey? No. So I'll probably just use all the yarn and make a little blanket out of it. Like a security blanket, a little snuggle buddy, but without the monkey. Okay? So that's it for that bin. So most of that, because of it being baby yarn, I will keep it. Okay. So let's take a real quick tour of all the other bins I have left. Okay. Yeah, I have to do this part very carefully because my house is a mess. Okay. These 3 bins here, I've already done videos for. The bin here on the bottom, I did a video for. This one here came from my mom's. I haven't gotten to it yet. These 2 here from my mom's, haven't gotten to yet. That one from my mom's. This from my shed. And all of this still from my shed. All of this still from my shed. My listings at eBay to sell it. Blankets I'm digging out for the next video. My leftovers blanket. Now I'm still working on the edits for that one. My Karen Cakes blanket pattern. All 3 blankets are sitting here. The bin we just did. The last video. Videos before that. The yarn stuff is piled up in my house, and I'm still embarrassed and ashamed by it. So going through the videos, going through the bins is twofold for me. It is a happy thing because some of the yarn still makes me happy, and some of the yarn doesn't. The pile of yarn itself does not make me happy. I've got no place to store it. I don't have a living room that's separate from a family room. I don't have a dining room that's separate from the kitchen. I don't have a den. I don't have an office. I don't have a studio. I don't have a basement, an attic, a garage, and while I have a shed, the roof is bad, so it leaks. It's only good for the lawnmower and yard tools. And I bought all this stuff and I piled it up in my house and I just let it sit. And my kids are living in it, and they try to walk around it, and they try to leave it alone and show respect for my stuff, but it's piled up in our house. It's piled up in our house. And I'm not going through it fast enough. There's a part of me that's still trying to hold on to all of it. Because what if, just in case, maybe, but, I had an idea, all kinds of phrases that go through my head, all the justifications for it. So I think I'm doing these videos to help, because I need some help, I need some encouragement and some support. But it looks like I also need a therapist, and I think you guys are it, because this is the cheapest, easiest way I know how to do therapy. I mean, most days I'm okay, but when I do sit down and I finally start going through these bins, and I'm like, oh, it starts to weigh on me, and by the time I get to the end of these videos, I'm like, oh my, what am I doing? Yeah. So, that's it for today's video. When I'm done with this one, I am actually going to sit and film the next video, but you won't see it till next week or the week after. So if my shirt is the same, it's only because I'm trying to film these one right after the other, because I need to be able to sell this stuff and get it out of my house. I can't take it anymore. And moving so slow like this, no, I gotta get off my butt. I gotta stop using all my excuses to hold on to it. So in my next video, if I'm still wearing the same shirt, just understand it's because I filmed it all in the same day. And if the next video after that still the same shirt, just, you know, don't judge. There's a certain way you got to do YouTube, you know, so I got to film when I can, and I'm going to do as much filming as I can today. And this video will be up on Wednesday. The next video will be next Wednesday. The next video after that will be on Wednesday. So that's my posting schedule. Wednesdays are going to be what's in my yarn bins. Sundays are blankets I've already made, or blanket patterns that I'm sharing with you guys. So hopefully if I can stay consistent for the YouTube algorithm, it'll be Wednesdays and Sundays. So that is me working. I'm working the process. I'm going through a journey. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Wearing the same shirt, doing the next bin. Alright, like the video, comment down below, don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!